Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mathematical Lens by Namita. In this video, we are going to continue with chapter number 2, Power Play of grade 8 Mathematics of the new NCERT textbook Ganit Prakash. And we are going to do this topic, Did You Ever Wonder, which is given on page number 33. So last year, we looked at an interesting thought experiment on large numbers, right? If you remember, Roxy and Istu, right? So here again we are going to continue our journey with Roxy and Istu, and let us see what they have to do this time. So Nanjudappa, he wants to donate jaggery equal to Roxy's weight and wheat equal to Istu's weight. Now he is wondering how much it would cost. Right. So what would be the worth in rupees of the donated jaggery? Means how much money will he have to spend for that? Right. So that he is wondering. So we'll try to help him out. He's also wondering for the donated wheat and donated jaggery. Means how much money he will need for it. Now, in order to find out such things, first we need to describe relationship among the quantities present. Like worth of jaggery, like how much money will be needed in rupees for jaggery, will be Roxy's weight multiplied by the cost of jaggery in kg, right? Similarly, how much money will be needed for wheat, that will be equal to Istu's weight multiplied by the cost of 1 kg of wheat, right? So we can do assumptions over here, like Roxy is 13-year-old and Istu is 11-year-old. So we can guess, we can ask our friends who are of that age, or we can make guesses and then find an estimated answer for this. Okay. So that is what is done over here. So assumption is done. Roxy's weight is suppose 45 kg and 1 kg of jaggery is worth rupees 70. So 45 multiplied by 70. That gives you 3,150 rupees. So for jaggery, he has to spend this much. Similarly, suppose the weight of Istu is 50 kg and the cost of wheat is also 50 kg. So 50 multiplied by 50, so 2,500, right? So total 3,150 plus 2,500. So Nanjudappa has to arrange for 5,650 rupees in total, right? So you might have heard about this Tula Bhar or Tula Bharam or just Tula. In many parts of India, this is practiced. In southern India, you might have heard this word Tula Bhar, or maybe just Tula. In many parts of the country, this is done, and it's like a symbol of bhakti. People donate it as a token of gratitude, and it also helps the community, because then in turn all these things they go to the poor people, or they are fed with the materials which are donated. So it's a nice practice, right? So now let us see what Roxy is wondering. So she is wondering that instead of jaggery, if we use 1 rupee coin, right? How many coins are needed to equal my weight? How can you find out that? Now for such questions, there are some steps to be followed. So first is you can guess, like maybe in thousands, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, whatever like comes to your mind, right? Without calculation. Then maybe in hundreds or in lakhs, you don't know. This is just 1 rupee coin, right? Then what do? We calculate using estimation and approximation, right? So first we establish the relationship as we established earlier. The relationship between the jaggery and Roxy, we did that. So similarly here between the weight and the coins, we need to establish relationship. Then we have to do assumptions and approximations if the information is not available. But then if you can get the information, we can compute and find the answer. Then we have to check whether our guess was correct. Now this is a very important activity. You may feel why to guess. We can directly find out and compute the answer. But this helps us we keep practicing it one day you will get better and better, and in real life situations guessing and estimation helps a lot, because every time you need not get a perfect answer. You may be very close. In situations you may do guesswork and prepare things accordingly, right? So this is very helpful skill of estimation, right? Now, would the number of coins be in 100,000 lakhs and crores? You can guess. So here there is a question asked. We'll solve it one by one. So how about measuring to find out the weight of 1 rupee coin? Now Istu is also wondering for 5 rupee coin and even for a 10 rupee note instead. So how much money could it be? Right, so we will first, you can make guesses for this, keep guesses ready. Then I'll show you some calculation and let us find out how much money is needed for all three of them. Now let us first assume the weights of the coins and the notes. So suppose the weight of 1 rupee coin is equal to 5 grams around. Then weight of 5 rupee coin, maybe it is 6 gram because it is little heavy. Then weight of 10 rupee note. Now this is not a coin, it's a note. So the note will be little less, the weight will be little less. So let us assume that it is 2 grams. Now we know that weight of Roxy, it's around 45 kg. We did it for Jaggery. So we find out how many coins are needed. First, how many 1 rupee coins are needed. First we do that. So first we establish relationship. So what will be the relationship between the number of coins? Will be equal to weight divided by weight of the person, right? First I am writing the relationship, whosoever person it is, divided by the weight of coin, right? So in this case, like if we find out for Roxy, we know that Roxy's weight is 45 kg. Right? Now 1 kg is 1000 gram. We need to convert it into grams because the weight of coins is in grams. So this will be 45,000 grams. You can write down the reason here. 1 kg is 1000 grams. Okay. So now we find out how many coins are needed. So number of 1 rupee coin, if we use this same relationship, weight of the person, we have converted into grams. So 45,000 divided by 5. So 5 nines are 45. So we will get the answer as 9,000 coins, right? 9,000 coins are needed. Now if you want to find out how much rupees, because here it is only 1 rupee, so 9,000 multiplied by 1. So money needed will be 9,000 multiplied by 1, because it is just 1 rupee coin, rupees 9,000. Right, so that much money is needed if you are using 1 rupee coin. Now we find out the facts remain the same, so I have not changed that. We know the weight of 5 rupee coin, so let us find out how many 5 rupee coins will be needed, keeping same Roxy's weight. We are considering for Roxy now. So number of 5 rupee coin will be 45,000 divided by 6, because that we have assumed as 6 rupees. So now when we divide this, we get 7,500 coins. Right? Now here, if you want to find out the money needed, here we will have to multiply by 5. So coins are 7,500, but that would be what worth of the money, right? So 7,500 multiplied by 5, which comes to, we first put these two zeros and then we can do horizontal multiplication also. 5 5s are 25, 5, 2 you can keep here or keep it in mind. 7 5s are 35, 35 plus 2 is 37. So you will need 37,500 rupees for if you use 5 rupee coin. Now we find out for 10 rupee note, right? So number of 10 rupee notes will be equal to 45,000, and that we have taken it as 2 grams, right? So that if we divide, we get the answer as 25,500 notes are needed. But that are 10 rupee notes, right? So if we find out the money needed, these are the notes needed, means 22,500 notes of 10 rupee. But it will be worth how much money? So we need to multiply this by 10. So that comes to 2,25,000, a very good amount to donate. So people, those who have money, they should always donate. Those who don't have, those who have less, they will donate less. But those who have good enough, they should donate more. Right? So this way we can do guessing work, we can do assumptions and estimations. And these assumptions, approximately, if you keep doing it, then you will learn this skill. It is a very important skill which will help you in real life situation. Right? So there is more about assumptions and approximations that we will cover up in the next part of the video. Thank you.